Hey guys, my last video was doing the spinning along the arms, and I want to talk about spinning along the legs now. So I guess I'm gonna do this standing up. Oh, the lighting's not that bad. Okay, so my shorts are really white, so the reflecting sun gives like a weird effect. It's like I'm glowing. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, much better. Much better. Okay, so we're going to, first we're going to get centered, so we're going to move the energy down into our stomach, and then also feel if there's more energy in your stomach than there is in your back, your whole front and back side, then right now there's a lot more energy in the front. So I'm going to go up the chakras to the crown. And I'm not going to take all of it, I'm just going to take about half of it out of my stomach. Then I'm going to go down my back with that energy that I just pulled up from my stomach. Okay, so there's still a little more in my stomach, but now I move more to my back, my lower back. Now we're going to take both the front and the back. We're going to go down to the root, and they come in and they connect at the root. So connect. And there's also side channels that go down the side. So the root has 4 places it connects: front, back, and then the sides, and they all meet up at this one point. So try to bring those 4 sides down and meet up at the root. Then once it's meeting up at the root, go down into the legs. And there we go. Be careful not to put everything down into the legs, because balance is key. And it kind of seems like I might have moved everything into my legs. Okay, so now that we got a decent balance and we've got more energy in our legs, we are going to do the circle thing, and we're going to do them outwards. So we're going to go this way. And we're going to start about here, about the waist. Make sure you get your butt cheeks in there. We're just going to go around the circle with energy, going down slowly. So I'll show how slow I'm going. So just continue this slow going down. And more than likely you're going to experience one leg wanting to go down way faster than the other one. Or, it doesn't have to be way faster, it's just my right leg is really blocked up compared to my left. So my left just shoots down and my right just barely goes. But you want to try to keep them even. So even though your left has the possibility of just shooting straight down to the ground, but your right kind of slows down, wherever it slows down, you want to keep them even and go. And that is actually much harder than said, because it just wants to go down. One of them wants to go down. You're pushing down, and one of them just wants to go. So keep it the same height right now, right about here, this level. And my right leg, it's going a little slower than my left. And if your left does shoot down, just pull it back up and keep doing the circles at that area. when you get to your knees, spend a little extra time at the knees because that's a really high traffic place. A lot of blocks are in the knees. They're like important, like your elbows are. And yeah, my right leg just needs a lot of work. It's right now my right leg is tensed up. The energy will tense up your legs when it hits a block, or your arms, or wherever it will tense up. My knee is just really tensed up. And as you're doing this, once you get past the knees, if there isn't too many blocks, you'll actually feel your kneecaps relax. And it is a really good feeling. Like your kneecaps, they just feel like they drop, and it feels really relaxing. Like my left is already dropped, but my right is still up there and tight. So I'm going to try to pull. See, my left now is down at the top of my foot, but my right is still up here just below the knee. So I'm going to pull the left back up to the knee, pull the right to the knee, and then I'm going to continue my circles. Circle on both legs. Now, I should also say that you can circle on one leg. So, my right leg needs work. So I can just not circle on my left and put all my energy and effort into going through the right and unblocking the right. But you have to be really careful because I used to do this, and as a result, I always used to pull up my right leg, push down my left leg. Now my right leg, it's just so much more blocked than my left leg because more work went into my left leg. And it's not something you try to do, it's just you're working with your energy, you're just doing things, you just, you find a block, you work on it. But you have to be really careful to not get thrown off balance. Balance is very important. The more I learn how important it is to be at balance. Okay, I'll stop talking, we'll keep going. So I just got past my knees, I'm going to go into the calves, doing our circles. Oh, back to that one-legged thing. If you are going to do one leg at a time, which is sometimes helpful, make sure you work the other leg equally. Make sure you work them equally. If not, you're going to have to deal with it in the future. And that's not always a bad thing because I'm dealing with it in the future of my mistakes as I was going through my beginning learning, because I was just learning this all myself and I had nothing to go on, and nobody told me that I had to do everything equally, so I was working on my crown so much and my root just didn't get any work, and now I'm really paying for that right now. But paying for it now isn't too bad because I have the skill underneath me to work through what I need to fix. But it would save you a lot of time if you just did it properly in the beginning to the end, and then you wouldn't have to do everything that I have to do now. Just a time saver. And I'm talking, I haven't been focusing too much, but I can still feel that my right leg, my left leg, it's completely done. It's all the way down to the ground now, but my right leg, it's halfway down to the ground, but still blocked up here. And what we're going to do, if you watched my last video where we wave the hands over the blocks to, help break through that block, that's what I'm going to do on my right leg. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to push energy out of my hands. I'm going to try to imagine the center of my leg, the
core, my bones, the marrow. And I'm going to push the energy all the way inside to the center point. And a lot of times you can feel with your hand, you go over an area like right here in the back of my leg with my hands right here. I feel in my hand kind of a sharp, not a pain, but a sharp energy. And that's telling you, it needs work. All these places that you're going to find that need work, just you got to spend time on them. You got to practice on them. I'm going to do that again. I felt it as my hands got closer to my calf muscles. My calf muscles were tightening up and had a little more pain to them. There's also a coolness coming off of my calf. And if you feel coolness in your hands, whether you're working on your chakras, blocks, anything like that, coolness is a sign of lack of energy. Maybe the energy is a little heavy right there and it can't flow as nicely, and that causes that coolness, or it's blocked up, or whatever. So the circles with the legs. We've done the circles with the arms, circles with the legs, and this video is 12 minutes, so I'm going to really quickly go over the center, and it's going to be the same thing. There's a line down the front side of the chakras, and then we have a line down the back, and we're going to split the two, and we're going to spin outwards. So from here, we're going to spin out to the back, and then through ourselves like this. We're going to spin the energy like that. I find this as like the front side of the chakra, pushing energy out, going out, around, and then the back side eats that energy and then pushes it out again. So it's just kind of a constant circle. So out the front side of the chakras, around the body, absorbed into the back. And you just want to go start, and you slowly go up again. Doing those inner circles, moving in it with your energy. You might feel a block. Feel any kind of blocks. You can use your hand to help get through a block. If it's on your back, it's a little tough to use your hand. And if it's on your back, you really don't need your hand for doing any of the blocks. It just helps. But you could just ram through it with just using your ability to move the energy. So do those circles. Have the front chakras feed the back. Have the back push forward to the front. And I went upwards with this, which really has me ungrounded. It's all at the top of my head right now. And that is different for everybody. So for me, being a person who gets ungrounded easily because I focused too much on top when I was training or going through all of this, going upwards was a bad idea. I should have went the inner circle starting from the top going down. But if you're a person that's overly grounded and you don't have enough energy going out your crown, then going up was a good idea. So it really depends on where your energy is at. So I'm going to go downwards, reground myself. And we're doing those circles outwards.
having a lot of energy up top. My feet, I wish you could feel this, my feet are freezing. My arms, my hands, my head, they're burning up. So that was the result of me going the opposite way and ungrounding myself. And I'm still ungrounded, so I'm gonna reground myself after this video. So we went over the arms, we went over the legs, and we're just doing the circles to get the general area. In my next video, we're going to get a little more specific. Instead of doing the circle the whole arm, we're going to go along this tiny little channel. We're going to follow the channel wherever it goes, from finger to finger. We'll do the hands first. And yeah, guys, it's just really important to stay grounded. Stay grounded. Stay in your feet. Don't lose your feet. Keep them there. They give you so much energy, and they'll keep you from burning up, and they'll balance. Balance is the key. So yeah, look out for my next videos and practice on the arms and legs.